Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to break down the do's and don'ts of breastfeeding. We've basically boiled down all the expert advice to give you a super clear roadmap for what is truly one of the most powerful ways to protect your baby's health. So let's just dive right in.
You know, it really is that simple. The experts are all clear on this. Breast milk is just tailor-made for your baby. And we're not just talking about calories here. It's this living fluid absolutely packed with every essential nutrient they need. It really acts like a powerful shield against infections and helps support that incredible brain growth right from day one. Okay, let's talk about colostrum, this first milk. It is this incredible concentrated liquid gold that your body produces in those first few days. And calling it the first vaccination is no exaggeration at all. It's loaded with such a high dose of antibodies that it gives your newborn this immediate, powerful immune boost. It's a true superfood. So, with that amazing foundation in mind, let's look at how to get off to a really powerful start. These first few steps are all about setting you and your baby up for success and giving you that confidence in those crucial early hours and months.
This right here is probably the most important first step. That initial feed, within the first hour if you can, is when your baby gets that vital dose of colostrum we were just talking about. It immediately puts all those protective benefits to work and, it just helps establish a really strong start for both of you.
So the key word here is exclusively. For the first 6 months, breast milk is literally all a baby needs. That means no water, no formula, definitely no honey or other foods unless a health professional has specifically told you otherwise. Giving them other things can actually interfere with their delicate gut health and just isn't necessary. Okay, now that we've covered those big foundational ideas, let's get into the core do's, the day-to-day practices. Think of these as the key habits that will help you build confidence and get into a great routine.
So, you might see this number and think, whoa, that's a lot. But it's completely normal, I promise. A baby's stomach is tiny, like the size of a cherry at first, so they need small, frequent meals. Feeding this often isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's actually a perfect example of supply and demand. Your baby is telling your body exactly how much milk to make, which builds and maintains a healthy supply.
Ah, the latch. Getting a good latch is the secret to making sure feeding is comfortable for you and effective for the baby. So here are 4 key signs to look for. Think of it like a quick mental checklist. Is their mouth open really wide, like a big yawn? Is their chin touching your breast? Can you see a bit more of the areola above their top lip than below their bottom lip? And maybe most importantly, it shouldn't be painful. If it hurts, that's a sign to gently break the seal and try again.
And hey, let's not forget about the amazing person making all this milk. It's such a simple point, but it's vital. Taking care of yourself is taking care of your baby. Staying hydrated, eating well, trying to get some rest, it isn't just self-care. It's a huge part of the breastfeeding process. You're fueling both of you.
All right, we've gone through the do's. Now let's switch gears and talk about the don'ts. But don't think of these as strict rules. Think of them more like helpful guardrails, just some friendly advice to help you steer clear of common challenges and make your journey a little smoother. Right, so we know exclusive breastfeeding is the goal. Giving what are called pre-lacteal feeds, that's things like honey or sugar water or herbal drinks, before breastfeeding is really established, well, it can actually introduce harmful bacteria. It's just best to stick to what works and what's safest, just breast milk. This is a really important one. In those first few weeks, your baby is learning the very specific way to latch onto the breast. Introducing an artificial nipple, whether it's from a bottle or a pacifier, can sometimes cause what's called nipple confusion, making it harder for them to latch correctly with you. Plus, it can mess with those supply and demand signals that tell your body to produce milk. Now, this one might feel a little counterintuitive, but it is so important. If you or your baby catches a cold or some other common bug, your body is amazing. It actually starts producing specific antibodies to fight that exact illness. So continuing to breastfeed delivers those custom-made protectors right to your baby exactly when they need them the most. It's incredible. Oh, this is a big one. This is one of the most common anxieties new moms have, but the research is so reassuring here. Your body is designed for this. Remember that supply and demand thing? The more your baby nurses, the more milk your body knows it needs to make. So try to trust your body and trust your baby. You've got this.
Of course, sometimes you do need support, and that is more than okay. It's normal.
Knowing when to ask for help is actually a super proactive and smart step. So let's look at the specific signals that mean it's probably time to reach out to a professional.
So this list just highlights some clear signs that it's time to check in with a health worker or a lactation consultant. Things like poor weight gain, not enough wet diapers, or if you're experiencing constant pain, those are not things you just have to push through on your own. Seriously, please know that help is out there, and getting it early is the best way to get things back on track.
We've covered a lot of the practical stuff, the do's, the don'ts, the mechanics, but to wrap things up, let's just zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. What this journey is really all about, beyond just the milk itself.
And this, right here, really gets to the heart of it all. Beyond all the nutrients and the antibodies, breastfeeding is just this profound connection. It's a source of comfort, of security, of love. It strengthens that bond between a mother and her child in a way that truly nothing else can. So we'll leave you with this final thought. A successful breastfeeding journey often relies on a strong support network, whether that's your partner, family, friends, or a health professional. So take a second to think, who's in your corner? And don't ever hesitate to reach out to them, because with the right information and the right support, this journey can be an absolutely amazing and rewarding one for both you and your baby.